That was a short animated cartoon created with AI. And later in the video, I'll show you the full finished version. But before we get there, I want to break down the workflow behind it, because creating one good AI video clip is not the hard part anymore. The real challenge starts when you try to create a full animated story. The character changes from shot to shot, the environment does not always match, the style starts drifting, and after a few generations, your same character can suddenly look like a completely different one. So in this video, I want to show you a more structured workflow. We'll use Claude to plan the story, break it into scenes, design the characters, and prepare prompts that actually make sense for production. Then we'll use Vidu AI to create character references, scene references, and generate the animated clips with reference to video and image to video. Before we start building the animation, let me quickly show you the platform we're going to use. This is Vidu AI, an AI video generation platform that can turn text prompts, images, and references into expressive video clips. Inside Vidu, we have a few different generation modes. First, there is reference to video. This is the main one I'll use for the story workflow because it lets us build short narratives while keeping visual continuity between shots. So if we create a character reference and a scene reference first, Vidu can use those references to keep the character, object, and environment more consistent from scene to scene. Then we have image to video. This is useful when we already have a strong image and we want to bring it to life with motion. For example, we can take a character image, a close-up, or a keyframe and turn it into an animated moment with facial expression, body movement, or camera motion. And we also have text to video, where we describe the full scene directly with a prompt. This can work well for more complex ideas, especially when we describe the emotion, lighting, camera movement, dialogue, sound effects, and overall atmosphere clearly. Vidu's latest model, Vidu Q3, is built especially for storytelling. It is strong in high-speed action, anime style and stylized animation, expressive dialogue, multi-shot continuity, and even in-scene text rendering. But for this video, I'm not just going to test random examples. I want to use Vidu as part of a real production workflow. Before generating anything inside Vidu, I still want to prepare the story properly. I'll use Claude to create a clean pre-production plan. So in the prompt, I'm asking Claude for 4 things. First, I want one image prompt for Bobo. Bobo is our funny orange house cat. Cute, expressive, a little chubby. We need to generate a multi-view character reference sheet in a single image: front view, side view, 3/4 view, and back view. Then I want the same thing for Pico, a tiny, smart, playful mouse who's quick, mischievous, and always one step ahead of Bobo. After that, I want one kitchen environment prompt that creates multiple views of the same kitchen in one image, so we can use it as a visual reference sheet. And finally, I want Claude to create the actual 5 to 7 scene storyboard with practical prompts for each scene that we can later use inside Vidu's reference to video workflow. Claude has finished the storyboard, so let's quickly go through the result from top to bottom. First, we have the main concept: Bobo versus Pico, the Great Kitchen Chase. The format is a short, Pixar-style 3D animated cartoon in 16:9 with a warm, soft, family-friendly look. The story is simple. Pico is enjoying a cracker crumb in the kitchen, Bobo notices him, and the whole sequence becomes a cute slapstick chase. Next, Claude gave us global consistency anchors. This is useful because it defines the key details we need to keep stable. Bobo should stay chubby but clearly cat-shaped, Pico should stay tiny and playful, and the environment should keep the same warm honeywood, cream, and soft sage visual style. Then we have the 3 reference image prompts. The first one is for Bobo as a single multi-view character reference sheet with 5 views. The second one is for Pico, also as one multi-view character sheet, and the third one is for the kitchen, showing the same environment from 4 different angles. And finally, Claude created a 6-scene storyboard. So overall, this gives us a clear production plan, 3 reference sheets, and ready-to-use reference-to-video prompts. Now that the story is ready, the next step is to generate our reference images. So I'm moving back into Vidu, and this time I'm going into the Images section. From here, I'll stay inside Text to Image because I want to generate clean reference sheets for the characters and the environment before moving into video generation. First, I'm starting with Bobo. I'll paste in the turnaround prompt we prepared for him, and then I'll set everything up. For the model, I'm selecting GPT Image 2. For resolution, I'm choosing 2K. For the aspect ratio, I'll keep it at 16:9. And for the amount, I only need 1 image for now. Then I'll click Create and let Vidu generate it. And here is the result. This came out really well. We have Bobo shown from multiple angles in 1 image, which is exactly what we need for a strong reference sheet. Next, I'm doing the same thing for Pico. I'll paste in the prompt, keep the same settings, and generate the image. Image was generated, and this one also looks great. Pico is very clear and readable from all angles. He feels cute, expressive, and playful, and the design already gives us a strong contrast with Bobo. Now the last reference we need is the kitchen environment. So again, I'll paste in the kitchen prompt, keep the same settings, and generate the image. And here is the kitchen. This is exactly the kind of result I wanted. We have multiple views of the same environment in 1 image, so it works really well as a visual reference sheet. Now that we have the reference images, we need to turn them into actual reusable references inside Vidu. So I'm going to Assets, then My References, and here I'll create 3 separate references, one for Bobo, one for Pico, and one for the kitchen. First, I'll create the reference for Bobo. I'll click Create References, keep it as a static reference, and upload the Bobo turnaround sheet as the main reference image. Then I'll give it a short, clear name, Bobo. Below that, we also have fields for timbre and tags. Since this is only a visual character reference, I don't need to use the voice field right now. And for this first setup, I can also leave the tags empty to keep the process simple. Now I'll click Next Step. On the next screen, Vidu analyzes the uploaded image and generates a style and description for the reference. This is basically Vidu's interpretation of what it sees in the image. I can quickly review it, and if something looks wrong, I could adjust the description. But for now, this looks good enough, so I'll click Confirm. And now our first reference is created, Bobo. Next, I'll do exactly the same thing for Pico. I'll create a new static reference, upload the Pico multi-view sheet, name it Pico, leave the voice and tag fields untouched for now, then click Next Step. Now Pico is also saved as a reusable reference. And finally, I'll create the kitchen reference in the exact same way. Now we have all 3 core references ready inside Vidu, Bobo, Pico, and kitchen. Now it's time to start creating the actual video scenes. I'll go back to Claude and copy the prompt for the first scene from the storyboard. This first shot is the setup. Pico is on the kitchen island with a cracker crumb, and Bobo slowly peeks around the cabinet, noticing him and preparing for the chase. Then I'll move back into Vidu and open the Reference to Video section. Here, I'll paste the scene prompt into the prompt box. Next, I'll add the references we created earlier. For this first scene, I want to use all 3, Bobo, Pico, and kitchen. Now I'll set up the generation settings. For the model, I'll choose Vidu Q3. For the duration, I'll set it to 8 seconds. For resolution, I'll choose 1080p. For creation mode, I'll use cinematic, so the movement and camera feel more like an animated short. And for the aspect ratio, I'll keep it at 16:9, because this video is built for a standard YouTube format. So now the first scene has the prompt, the references, and the settings ready. Let's click Create and generate the first video. Now the first video is generated, so let's quickly check the result. And honestly, this is a pretty solid first output. The important thing here is that the characters are still recognizable, the kitchen environment follows the reference, and the shot feels connected to the storyboard instead of looking like a random generation. Bobo's expression and Pico's placement work well for the opening setup, and the overall style stays consistent with the visual direction we prepared earlier. Now I'll generate the second scene using the same process. I'll go back to Claude, copy the prompt for the second storyboard scene, and paste it into the prompt field inside Vidu. I'll keep using the same 3 references, Bobo, Pico, and Kitchen, because we still need the same characters and the same environment. For the settings, I'll keep everything the same except for the duration. I'll set this one to 6 seconds because this scene needs a little less time for the action to play out properly. Now the second scene is also generated, so let's check the result. This one also came out really well. The action is clearer now, the movement feels more dynamic, and the shot continues the same visual direction from the first scene. Bobo and Pico still feel like the same characters, and the kitchen environment stays consistent, which is exactly what we need for this workflow. So now that we have the first 2 scenes working well, I can continue generating the rest of the storyboard using the same process. Now, all the scenes are generated, and I've already turned the separate clips into one complete video. For this part, you can use any video editor you prefer. I used CapCut because for this workflow, we don't need anything complicated. I placed the generated clips in order, made a few simple cuts so the chase feels smoother, and removed small parts where the timing did not work perfectly. After that, I added background music. For this kind of animation, music makes a big difference. The visuals already give us the characters and the action, but a playful cartoon soundtrack helps the whole sequence feel more alive. You can generate this kind of music very easily with tools like 11 Labs Music or Suno, then drop it under the edit and adjust the volume. Now let's watch the final result. Honestly, I think this came out really solid. The characters stay fairly consistent from scene to scene, the kitchen still feels like the same environment, and the whole animation has a clear structure. We start with the setup, then move into the chase, the little comedy moments, and the final sequence feels like one connected short instead of a collection of random AI clips. So to quickly recap, we started with a basic story idea, used Claude to structure the characters, environment, storyboard, and prompts, generated reference sheets inside Vidu, turned those into reusable references, created the video scenes with reference to video, and finally assembled everything in CapCut with music. That's the full workflow for creating a short animated cartoon using Claude and Vidu AI. I'll leave the Vidu link in the description, and I'll also include the prompts and setup notes from this video so you can try the workflow yourself. If this video was helpful, leave a like, subscribe to Code and Create, and let me know in the comments what kind of AI animation or storytelling workflow you want me to test next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.